This is the second boot camp online, the second live, the number 2. We just record the Portuguese version. This is the English version. So the theme today is why Poike. We are following the papers in the website and doing this boot camp to help to do a better understanding of this theory. Here we're going to be following the paper, so in this second paper is why Poike. In the first boot camp I cover a little bit of this place thing, and I did show how to install and run our maps with G-plates. You can refer to the first boot camp to get the tutorial for G-plates and our maps, how to download the Paleo map and our map, so you can follow up better with this boot camp. These G-plates, okay. Now, so we on this document is the please think why Poike. Okay, here we go. Where is this document? Okay, so we're gonna be talking about Easter Island, how it's a message in a bottle, how I turn my eye to Easter Island. Okay. My nickname from young days was Poike, shortened for Paulo Henrique. It's like they shorted down somehow and turned to be Poike. And since the early days on web browsing, I used to do web design back then overseas, so I was analyzing search engines, trying to get the best out of the website. So we used to place little files in the website with a different name, so we could check the search engine if it was working, if it was finding that. It was the early days. I don't believe Google wasn't even on. It was Yahoo, Netscape, and other stuff. And I used to find Poike, my picture that I placed on the website. Also, I saw a lot of moais. And I already knew about Easter Island moais and all the mystery around. But I said, why these moais are showing up, picking up? Then I realized there was a Poike mount on Easter Island. And this mount is here in the corner of Easter Island. Here we go. Where are I? Okay. Here is the other paper. Yep. Okay. Now, in this corner is Poike Volcano, and it's a dull place. At first I said, there's not much here, but I got very interested about the quarry. The one that has like around half of the moais of the island are in this quarry, and they say they were left there randomly displaced. That's funny, but anyhow, so what I see with that and analyzing the Pacific Ocean, you can, if you start to look at Easter Island, you can't get away with the Pacific Ocean. It's huge and it's very nice, very interesting, and the connection with them was a little insight that I had back then, and from there was a lot of work to get up to here. But anyhow, here you go. We got the Pacific Ocean, and one of the things that called my attention to the Pacific Ocean was this curly forms over here, like curtain-like form. When you tie a curtain and you got those wrinkles. So this kind of form caught my attention. I saw that before when I was a kid. We used to get firecrackers and put on a sandbank, the dry sandbank. Very, very little firecrackers, very harmful. It's very weak firecrackers. So they won't burst the sand. They just pop, poof, and the sand will collapse afterwards. And that collapse gives a nice drawing, like a curtain-like drawing, like a curtain tied out in the middle. So I recognized this drawing, and I said maybe something fell on here, and then with that in mind, I was looking at this how the Tongariki and the quarry, and I kind of saw a scene over there, like a drowning scene. It seems like all these moais are staged on come on, let me see. Okay, let's go. Here we go. So this is the quarry, and the moais are staged around the quarry, around here. There's more into. There's a special moai over here too. And this quarry is in this crater. In the highest part of the crater, the moais are displaced just around here. And we recognize a scene over there. It's like they staged over here to seem the drowning, because here we go. In this stage, these are the little black dots here are these moais randomly displaced. Those are 20, 30, 40 tons moais placed on a different position, and they all seem to be getting swallowed by the waters that are coming from here. And there is also this little moai over here that is a different tribesman. We believe that he's a watcher, like he sits down, he kneels down, and he's look like just a witness, just a witness of this event that took off a whole civilization, almost a whole tribe. And you see, these peoples are very clean face and clear cheek. This is the only moai in the island that looks like Aboriginal or somehow like African, and more like he might be from Australia or another tribe that was next to these peoples and witnessed their hard times here with the waters and drowning. And he was powerless. They symbolize him being powerless. And these moais are watching. This is the stage. Every time you see a hau, it's almost like a stage, a scene. They are looking at this scene. So then was when I turned back my eye back to Poike Volcano, because I found more stuff there. One of the things is this cave, an Cave. Anokik is a cave that's being worked out inside, and you see the back of the cave. There is this part of the eye, like it almost feel like it's looking at something. These eyes are looking at something. This is the very back of the cave. In the front of the cave, you got the hole for the going out, and it's a tube. From here, there it's like oh, here we go. No, no, yes, yes. This is from the back of the eye, and you can see the tube. And case in point is these gazing eyes. They are looking to South Atlantic anomaly. If you go to this cave and you look from here, it will look east towards South Atlantic anomaly. This is the entry point for all this mess. Easter Island is right here. Anokik is pointing towards South Atlantic anomaly. You can see this on the map. Okay, right here is Anokik gazing this direction. And South Atlantic anomaly will be in this direction here. So this is the first scene. There is a set of ice up here on the top of Poike Volcano. We call the first How 1. I found some pictures of How 1. You might find on the web as well, the old pictures. And this moai is on the top of Poike Volcano. It does not have a nice platform like that, like this, but there were like 5 of them lined up, I guess. There is some left, what is left of them. They might put it back together, I don't know. It's been a while. And well, what else? So this set of moais, this first how, he's sitting right here somewhere around the Poike Volcano, and he's watching this scene. What is this scene composed of? At Poike Volcano, you have the small moai, the little moai, sitting at the downhill from the top of the volcano, looking at these 3 muangas. Muangas are mounts. They say it's a lava mount, but could be man-made, I guess. So these 3 muangas, one is partially eroded. They point into the volcano, and this baby moai is in between them. He's looking like he's amazed. He's powerless at the same time too. This is the baby moai. Is the only small moai in the island. There's the smallest moai in the island. Something like that. There's some stories. It's not common as well. It's like the old men, the tribesmen. Some uncommon moais. So this is a squeezed one. It's very small, and he's looking to this face, the face of Via Eva. Carved face is like a 3 meters high. This face, and this face is right at the front of this first moanga, and the baby moai is right here, sitting and looking like he's what you might call it. He's impressed. He's just like, wow, what the hell? Anyhow, so he's sitting right here at the volcano, and there is 3 muangas. Actually, there is some Russian experiment. They like Easter Island. They go over there sometimes too to study this. Many people from many places in the world like that island. And there's actually 3 muangas right here, 2 intact and 1 partially eroded. Most of it was eroded. And they say that might be a fourth Moanga. In Portuguese I said it was the third Moanga, but well, might be a fourth Moanga. And this, um, they call the phantom Moanga, Moanga phantom, because they believe it got eroded as well. Well, for me, it's good enough. If there is three or four, uh, the thing is, they are pointing into maybe the fourth one over here. They'll make the sign of the descent of this income volume of water. This represents the stormy phase, the water coming in. And over here at Anaokeke, we can see this scene. And let's go there. Okay. What is this scene? I can actually identify that scene nowadays in other rock art. I believe around the world we have a lot of rock art that in their way they represent this event. They will show. Each one will see his own point of view, from his own point of view, so they will express in a different way. But anyhow, so here is the cave. I believe this front of this cave had a nice facade, a very well drawn something, and either went down by erosion, or got blasted away by pirates to take its pieces away to the continent. There's a lot. There's a lot of things at Easter Island. About how the pirates came and took the wood and make them slave, and they possibly take some rocks. I believe in south of Brazil it happened as well, where was Santa Catarina, in Florianopolis. There's some rock art there too, and some look like it's being dynamited to take parts of it. So maybe if it was nice enough, they or either erosion, something to say about this cave. And so when you look at the back of the cave, you will see these eyes looking towards the South Atlantic anomaly, and down the tunnel that goes out to the open, there is this drawing, and this is a very nice drawing. We have a whole paper about this drawing in the website as well. And here's the entrance. We think this simulated like the flood event and this water volume drop that moved the continents and broke part of the Earth's crust. And this symbolizes a boat, and this probably the grass or some trees getting down, and the waves. Those dots are timelines, time frame. They give some notion of time. So first you had the waters mad and things happening, and then the sun went away, and the moon, you see the moon going away, the fish and the turtle is struggling in the waters, and maybe tsunamis here of the water hit on each other. Previously to this entry of this water volume, we had a lot of nasty weather. The oceans will go crazy and things like that will happen. And then by the time that the waters came down, this symbolized the waters coming down. This T symbol, it's almost like I can identify things like that in other drawings as well. Other art, rock art around the world. Well, here you got like the plant, like kind of plant figure getting disturbed with this event, and then you have them passing away, the same plant, and the man passing away, the cross symbolizing the death, and this is the drop, followed by these imprints in the cave as well, this knocking off the material, and this is a very stressful figure, like he's don't believe what's happening, I guess, and he's showing. Oops, here we go. Okay, so they say this is the white version cave because this might look like a women's genitalia, something like that, and the girls who come here and stay for get lighter color. This is the water drop, and you see the fish over here being pounded by this water drop, and the drop come from here, and this whole situation led to a lot of that, and a couple people survived. Usually in these drawings that we identify in the other place, always a few people will walk away and things get different, and the drawings sometimes keep on going. So this is what we identify on this cave entry at Anaokeke, and there is a paper for that, at Poike Volcano. So this is part of the scene. The cave, I think still up to this day, that this cave must have some better entrance. I believe this might be a platform here or something, or some engravings, and things went down probably by erosion or pirates. Okay, so, and this is the picture of the Muanga. Over here is the Muanga via Eva, and here is the baby Moai, and you can see how tempestuous, I don't know how to say that. It looked like a stormy face, a storm. And this face right here is looking at this baby Moai that's on the top of a volcano. So this is the beginning of things before touchdown. This is the first scene before touchdown. The second scene, that will be Tongariki witnessing this second scene in the quarry. So in the second scene, you see how Tongariki is staring at this part of the quarry where you had all the Moais staged to look like drowning, and there is Moais inside of the quarry too, in the same random style displacement. And so this is the second scene, Tongariki watching this happening. There is more details into it. There is a lying down Moai over here somewhere in the way in between them two, and there is the old man, the old Moai, beard Moai is in this corner. I believe it's right here. Yeah, it's the edge. And funny thing is, like this Moai right here is at the edge of this choir, and he's right here, right in here. Okay, he's right here. And the thing is, I believe when the sun comes up and gets hot, there's some strong wind over here. So I saw some homemade video over there, and the people almost couldn't say anything because the was loud noise, like a stormy noise, like all the time, the wind. So it's not only a stage, but it's audio too. It's like a 3D stage. Anyhow, I believe this guy represents the other civilization, like powerless, just witnessing what's happening with these peoples. To place two 20 tons more ice, 30 tons more ice in this random way is not easy. And also, another thing that I said is like half of the moais in the island are in this quarry here. And each of these dots, black dots, are a platform, a hau. So each one is a platform, a hau, with a few moais on the top. They might vary, but there is a few moais at the top. So, but along the island you have like half of them spread around. And in this quarry, the other half, it's randomly displaced. I believe they will intend to go somewhere. There might be more platforms, empty platforms, being done and being worked out to receive them. And I don't know about them. I don't think they exist. So that's just a detail. Okay, so now another detail. Let me see. Okay. All right. So all these moais at the island, all these satyr statues like this, how Tongariki, and they are looking to the island. They are facing to the inside of the island. Only one set of a hau is looking outside of the island. Out of a bunch of them, this Akivi hau, this is the only one that looks gazing to the ocean, and he looks to actually the best route from Easter Island to Sumeria, Mohenjo-Daro, Eridu, and let me see, Angkor Wat. Mohenjo-Daro, Angkor Wat, Eridu, Sumeria, and actually his gazing eye shows the best route. I say the best route because you could actually go either direction. Easter Island is the exactly opposite of that region. So if you add Easter Island right here and you follow the gazing eyes of the Hawakivi, you become in this direction through the Pacific Ocean, nice and easy, and you end up here at Angkor Wat and Mohenjo-Daro, and okay, hold on. We have Angkor Wat, Mohenjo-Daro, and Sumeria, the birth of Sumeria right here. So why I say this is the best route, because if you go north, you have to cross North America and then a lot of Europe to get over here. This region is exactly the opposite. So if you go east, you have to cross South America and then African continent, and then you be right here on this region. Okay. And if you go south, Antarctica, you have to cross Antarctica. So it's not a very nice way to go from point A to point B. Here we go. So this Hawakivi, he points the route to the best, I believe it to be the best maritime route to this region here. Why this region? Because at this region we find some relation with Mohenjo-daro engravings. They look a lot like their characters look a lot like the Easter Island writing system. Up to now, we didn't find out why or what's written here. There is no Rosetta Stone, so it's pretty hard to understand this language, these characters. And but they Mohenjo-daro as well. They don't understand Mohenjo-daro as well, but they have some similarities from their reed boats, same reed boats, and there will be Totora on Easter Island and Papiro maybe in the Mohenjo-daro region, but they pretty much the same style, same way to build them. Very, very similar craftsmanship. And then again, you have similarities in between the characters from Mohenjo-daro and Easter Island. Here we go. Mohenjo-daro is on the left, Easter Island is on the right, and they show this. They compare them as similar languages, similar characters. Okay, so that's it about it. And here's the stage again. It's very nice to see the way they stage them around this part of the crater. Is the highest part of the crater, and it's very, it must be a very impressive place to look at it. One of these days we'll be there. Anyhow, so I believe we cover all the Moagas. Why Poike? So my nickname and Poike's Mount, and then I found Tongariki, and then I saw in the Pacific Ocean this curtain-like formation, and I started to look into the tectonic movement and the dorsal mesoceanic, and then I found out some drag marks pattern. That's a pattern of mountain ranges on the ocean floor, and they tell a very specific way the continents move, and they pretty much match the current with a few adjustments. One is the timeline, but yes, they do match someplace. They leave some. They give more questions than answer, but through identifying this, we kind of understand that drawing and think they are related. Well, we're gonna explain this in the boot camp, so this is just a heads up on why Poike. So that's why Poike is the mount. At first I didn't give much for this mount here, but then when I started to realize there was scenery, so I just got 3 scenes. I got this first Poike, and then the second one Tongariki, and then a third one that will be Hawakivi, that's gazing out. But there's plenty of moais and hau's around the island, and I think more research might reveal more stuff regarding this theory. Okay, I believe we good. Let's see. Okay, with the observers, yeah. I think we cover everything. Oh, thanks a lot, and please give your like and subscribe if you would like to help us. Uh, I gonna also put our pics here if somebody wanna send some support. Yes, we got a pics. It's the only way we have to have income. But mainly, please like and subscribe, and we try to do more lives. We planning to do once a week boot camp in Portuguese and English, late at night, 2, 4 in the morning Brazilian time. The people that receive the email have the schedule. All right, I believe that's about it. I thank you guys for being up to this, and check it out in the website, all the documents, and for G plates, the live number 1. And that's it. Thank you. Good night. I hope I cover everything right. Thank you.